us as we're off in Week 9. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go, Simon.
Play action. It's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go play action. Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And down he'll go at the 25. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. And you look at the Saints' defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Fields going to move him around. Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Herbert. Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
Definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Here's Jones.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields going to keep it running right.
And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
To throw is Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Now Jameis going to change things up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 64 yards.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's Hill, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Ready?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Third quarter, the Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
11.
On second down, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action now, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Herbert powering up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Fields. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Here we go. Easy. Right.
Here's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, the return is Scott. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue of the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
interception. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with